Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Maggie Maye.
Man, I am super excited to be here. I am super happy to be here. I've never been to Montana. This is my first time. So I Googled y'all. Wanted to see what's up. I was like, how many black people are there? Google's like, you're going, right? How many mirrors you gonna look into? It's, not a lot. Y'all have more horses than people of color out here. More. And I know horses. I'm from Texas, okay? Like, I've seen some horses. I've been behind a horse at a drive-thru, all right? I've seen a horse tied up at a parking meter before. Here in Bozeman, a horse tried to sell me a macchiato. I was like, this is too much. Too much, all of y'all. Y'all probably got horses on dating apps, too, just swiping with their tails. With the back of them. Man, I am so happy to not be on dating apps anymore. Oh my God, they were trash. Thank you. They were awful. I was on Bumble. Bumble is a site for desperate men. I don't know if you guys knew that. I had a dude on Bumble ask me out on a first date on Christmas Day. Jesus' birthday. He wanted to meet me for the first time. He didn't know anything about me except I like screamo music, okay? I could be AI for all he knows, but he still wanted to meet me. 4 pictures was enough for him to want to meet me on such a weighty holiday. Like a weighty holiday. Like, who would do that? Like, you know when you watch like a Hallmark movie and they're like, met on Christmas. And you're like, who would do that? That is so unrealistic. Who would go on a first date? No one would ever do that. I'm just here to let y'all know there's a guy named John in Studio City, California who can't wait to do that stupid stuff. He's out here doing it. There was a dude who put his entire family picture on the site. First pick, entire family. They were all blonde, looked like children in the corn. I was terrified. I didn't want to swipe on anybody. It was hard. But I think I know why he did it. It's because he wanted me to see what kind of genes he has, what kind of children he will produce. And that is the kind of desperation men on Bumble have, okay? They want children yesterday. They don't care. They are not shy about it either. They'll put it right in their little profile. They're like, I'm just here to meet the mother of my children. Could she be you? I just want to start a family. Heart emoji. I just want to put a baby in somebody. Eggplant emoji. Like, I don't know what you guys like or what y'all are into or what, turns y'all on or whatever, but a dude saying he wants to put a baby in you? That's sexy as fuck, okay? Unless he means it. Yeah. Because at that point, it's a threat. Okay, I just like hearing it. I just want to hear it. I have a very strict say it, don't spray it policy. All right, I want the news, not big news, I don't know if kids are in the cards for me. All I know is that I could not get pregnant right now. Too many people watching. I ain't a freak like that, so. But I've thought it through. Like, if I got pregnant unexpectedly, I have thought it through. I thought about what I would do. I was raised in the church, I was raised Christian, took that very seriously. I feel like if I got pregnant unexpectedly, I would have to do the Christian thing. And I would give that baby up for Lent. Yes. That's called a loophole. And it's how I get to go to heaven. So I know some of you guys have aunts who hassle you and, they gave up punk-ass Diet Coke for Lent or something. Let them know someone's out here loving Jesus more than she do. See, I don't want y'all to think that I hate children or anything to that effect. I like children a lot. I work with children. In fact, I am a substitute teacher. And, oh, y'all are cheering. Y'all heard me say substitute, right? I do not make a difference. No, I'm there for one day. No, I'm there when the person who makes a difference had a bad shrimp the night before. No, I just kind of make it different. Like, I have this job because it's non-committal. But I teach all of them. I teach everybody from TK all the way up to 12th grade. Who do you guys think is the worst age group?
High school. 12.
I heard some strong middle schools. Those are people being actively bullied by a middle schooler in their life. That's what they do, though. They'll look at you right out of their window into your window like, I see you. I see you. I don't see a girlfriend. They're so rude. But they're the worst because they are in the worst parts of their lives, right? Remember how you guys were in middle school? You thought you were an adult because you're out of elementary school. People treat you like a child because you are a child, right? Your emotions are going crazy. They're at an 11. And your hormones for the first time in your life are just peaking. And so you're just weird and mad and upset and you don't know what to do. And you just want to make everyone mad like you're mad. And so you want to roast the nearest adult in front of all your classmates, but you don't know how because you're not good at it. And I can't teach them how because it's not on the curriculum and also too mean. Oh my God. I went up to this one kid. I was trying to help him with his work. I walk up to him and he looks up at me and he says, excuse me, miss, do you like hummingbirds? That's how they all laugh, is through their damn necks, like they just said something. Like Count Chocula has acne, just... Do you like hummingbirds? I don't know what that meant. I went to urbandictionary.com. They didn't give me a clear answer, but I feel like I kind of know what it means. I feel like hummingbirds is something loosely related to my appearance because I do not get particularly dressed up for these kids, right? I just roll out of bed looking like I look. I end up looking like a black Miss Frizzle. I don't really care. No, but I don't do my hair. I don't do my makeup for these kids because why the hell would I? When I'm trying to look cute for a bunch of kids? Ew. I'm a grown-ass woman. Are you kidding me? What kind of Mary Kay Letourneau bullshit is that? What kind of Chris D'Elia bullshit is that? Yeah. I usually would name a third one for comedy rule of threes, but I try not to learn their names. So y'all get two. All right. All I get was, you like hummingbirds? I'm not getting dressed up for these kids. I'm not going to start doing my hair and my makeup for them so they stop making fun of me. Are you kidding me? That's dangerous. Last thing I need is to be the cute sub at school, right? Show up, be the cute sub, and have some 8th grade boy fall in love with me, and then his girlfriend gets mad and rounds up all her little badass friends to come fight me in my classroom during my 30-minute lunch break. And then I've got to get fired and canceled because I'll fight her back. These kids are savages. I don't know if you guys really, those who yelled out 8th grade, y'all know that they are savage kids. There is a video out of a 7th grader fighting a teacher. And the only reason that video is out because she told her friends beforehand, she was like, I'm going to go beat up this adult, get video. She's doing pre-fight interviews before fighting, and she still has good knees. I'm fighting for my life. Are you kidding me? Anybody 12 and up can catch these hands. 12 and up. 11 if you're husky. Fight you. No. You like hummingbirds? I wanted to roast this kid so badly. I wanted to just roast him, show him what he was trying to do, right? I wanted to be like, excuse me, that's a lot of attitude for someone who got here on a bus. Not even a city bus, a school bus with a bunch of other nerds like you. Guess what? I got a car, paid off. And if anything happens to my car, I can rent one. No penalty. Okay? They trust me over at Hertz. They trust me at Advantage Rent-A-Car. They don't trust me at Enterprise because of something that happened in 2008, but don't worry about it. Most of the people on the Priceline website trust me. They wouldn't even rent to you. Shoot. Another kid tried to roast me. Did you guys know it's not called homeroom anymore? It's called study hall. Did y'all know? That was a roastable offense, apparently. I said homeroom, and this kid's like, excuse me, miss. I know you said, that's him with his stupid bangs. I know you said homeroom, but it's actually called study hall. No offense, it was probably called homeroom in your day, because again, no offense. What are you, like, 20? I was like, okay, smart guy, cute, real cute. I'm gonna need to write your name right here on the board, because you've earned an A for the day. Are you kidding me? You think I look 20? I'm not even wearing concealer. Oh my God, and I am tired. I didn't know I was gonna be here today. I was up all night, shoot. Oh no, honey, you can put your head down. You are done for the day. You can be on your phone, that's cool. Let this little hummingbird bitch do your work. I feel like a lot of y'all are learning that I'm not 20 years old. Surprise, right? Black don't crack until it does, and it hasn't, so I could be anybody, right? I feel like I have a range of ages I could be, like a range of ages that I could believably be. Like I could be like 52 and drank a lot of water, you know? Right? Or 17 and helped raise my siblings. Smoked since I was 12. Like, I feel like I could be on Euphoria or The View. I could do a lot of stuff. I worked with a 16-year-old girl, and she thought I was her age the entire time. She thought we were the same age. She'd ask me young questions like, where are you going to college? I was like, I'm not going back to college until Joe Robinette Biden pays off my last college. Owes me money. And then, like, finally, I told her how old I was, and she was shocked. She was completely shocked. I shocked somebody who grew up knowing where the dark web was. She was shocked, right? She's like, oh my God, that's my dad's age. How come my dad looks so old? I was like, you? You did this to him, okay? You and your brother, y'all did this to him. I bet your dad was very cool until y'all came around needing food and shelter all the time. Yes. And I'm sure it was very stressful for your father to have children at 10 years old. Leave him alone. But I look young because I don't have any kids, you know? Like, children age you like a president. Dude, it's terrifying. Do you know that if your kid doesn't eat for 2 weeks, you go to jail? That'll give you crow's feet. So if your 2-year-old is on a hunger strike or you can't cook, figure it out, because otherwise you're behind bars. That is a terrifying way to live. I feel like people assume that I'm younger than I am because I'm slender. You know, they're like, she hasn't grown into her chin or her titties. She must be young. Y'all are just now noticing. You're like, oh, that is an A cup. I feel like this society is too obsessed with thinness. You know, like we're too obsessed with thinness. I will hear people say out of their actual mouth holes, they'll be like, I wish I was skinny. I want to be skinny. I would do anything to be skinny. And I just want to shake these people. You're like, you should not wish you were skinny. You should wish you were attractive. Yeah. Because if you're skinny and unattractive, that is cokehead territory. Everybody does not pull that off, okay? That does not bring boys to the yard, I can tell you that much right now. People see you and they're like, she looks like she steals, run, go. She's the one that got my catalytic converter, go. she's gonna invite us to her DJ set. Run! I'm sorry, it just tickles me to no end to think that like running away from someone gets you the cartoon arms. She's too thin! I love it. People will actually tell me stupid stuff like, you are lucky you're so thin. And I kind of get it because this society does reward you for taking up less space. They want us all, they do, like they want us to be trunk-sized. You know, easily fittable in a trunk of a car or trunk luggage, you know, that kind of thing. Like when you're slender like this, you're not a threat. I think that's the whole point. Like you're not a threat. Like the scariest skinny person is Slender Man. Half of y'all don't even believe in him. If few of y'all don't know who he is, you're gonna go home and Google it, then your life is over, okay? That's how Slender Man gets you, is through a broadband. You find out that your friends don't think that you're capable of taking care of yourself. I found this out for myself when my friends kept giving me weapons as presents for Christian holidays. Weapons. So many weapons. I have knives. So many knives. So many knives. Apparently I look like someone who's gonna get into some trouble I'm gonna need to stab my way out of. I have pepper spray, tasers, plural. Several tasers, ninja throwing stars. Someone decided to help me level up on my weaponry with ninja throwing stars. Like, you look like you can be broken in half with an icy stare. Take these knife frisbees and hope for the best. Man, it's a little unfair, I would think, to say that I can't fight, like that my body can't fight. Are you serious? My body fights all the time. Fights itself. I have an autoimmune disease. Lupus. Do any of you guys know what lupus is? Oh, you guys all know. Y'all are like, we've been on WebMD, girl. I used to watch House. I know what lupus is. Well, good for you. I didn't know. I didn't know what it was when they diagnosed me. They told me I had it, and I was just like, okay, I hear you. You say it's bad, but is it walkathon bad or is it telethon bad? What color is our ribbon? Do I get to make a wish? Is John Cena coming? Are we going to Disney? Are we going to Disney? We have not gone to Disney. They sent me to Not Berry Farms. I don't know if you guys know about Not Berry Farms. I'm not pluralizing the right word in it, but it is not a berry farm, so I feel like I'm in the right. Okay. It's pretty cool. It's a theme park out in California. Not Berry Farm is kind of a DIY theme park. It's like a county fair got a hold of some heavy-duty permits. You know? Like, you've been to a bake sale with a roller coaster? That's their energy. And people are into it. I was surprised, but like, I can tell some of the kids there were promised Disney. Every so often you hear a little weak voice in the crowd being like, "Where's Mickey?" Yeah, and you're like, yeah, your mom is an effective liar. But Not Berry Farms, they will help you out because they will sell you Disney merchandise. They don't care at all. Like, just so, like, I think that when your kid grows up and realizes they don't have any memories of Disney, you can gaslight them into thinking that you spent $150 extra on their theme park experience. You know, when they come to you and they're like, I have no memories of Disney. I don't think you took me. You could be like, I didn't take you to Disney? I didn't take you to Disney. Okay, cool. If I didn't take you to Disney, where did I get this Finding Neo candle? Comes with a commemorative Neo CD, okay? Go put your Young Mermaid t-shirt on, let's go to school. So if you're in here, you don't know what lupus is, and you just didn't want to say you didn't know. It's an overactive immune system, right? It's like my immune system's always playing Nuck If You Buck. It's ready to go. I feel like y'all could have benefited from a few more people of color for that joke. One of the funny side effects, or funny to me anyway, of lupus is one of the medicines that you have to take can turn you colorblind. Probably will turn you colorblind. It's on the label. They say that you have to get 2 colorblindness tests a year so that you don't like blow through a red light or just be in front of a group of strangers not quite matching. I don't. Don't look, I tried my best. Power clashing, leave me alone. But I feel like if I were to go colorblind, if that was my lot in life, I don't really mind. In fact, if I'm gonna go colorblind, I wanna go all the way colorblind, like black and white, just so my life looks hella classy. I could do whatever I wanted at that point, right? Just be drinking at 7 a.m. Like, it was a different time. Look at this Turner Classic bitch, yes. But I had to get good at pills. I had to get good at pills to get that crazy side effect, right? Because I'm bad at pills. I am bad. I can't even take multivitamins because I always forget because I am fun, right? But my mom decided to help me. She was like, okay, I know you always forget, but she got me like a 6-month supply of Gummy multivitamins. She says, you'll remember because you love candy. And I do love candy, and I did remember. I ate all of them in one day, and I felt healthy as fuck. Are you kidding me? So strong. I was like bouncing my muscles in the mirror like Popeye. I was like, yeah. Then I went and ate a bunch of Haribo twin cherries. I was like, this looks like fruit. This is good. It was so helpful. And so I think that like every medicine ought to have a gummy form, right? It just makes sense. Spoonful of sugar helps medicine go down, cut it out, make it candy, right? Because every kid, like a kid who bangs up their knee, they fall down, bang up their knee, they don't want to swallow pills. But they will eat all of your gummy bears on the way to the hospital because they're greedy. Put the ibuprofen in that, okay? Let them take that. And I think it should go even further. I think that every drug should have a gummy version. Not just marijuana. Every drug ought to have a gummy version. And I think this because everyone says the same thing. Okay, you don't have to raise your hand, you don't have to nod at me or whatever. I know everybody says the same thing, okay? They say, you might not have even said it. You might have thought it or put it into your blog that nobody reads. Okay? But everyone says the same thing. They say, when I make it to 90, if I make it to 90, I'm doing heroin. Okay? Y'all don't have to nod at me. I know some of y'all don't nod. I know some of y'all were thinking that. I'm not here to judge you. Okay, I'm not here to judge you. Have your goals. I'm just here to tell you, 90 is not the age you want to start messing around with needles. Okay? You have arthritis, probably. You've got cataracts. You will not find a vein, sir. Okay? Gummy heroin. Yes. Something your dentures can handle, okay? All right, I'm just trying to make bingo lit for y'all, all right? That's all I'm trying to do. You know, I guess maybe I don't fight. Maybe I'm not good at fighting, but I'm good at arguing. I'll say that. Very good at arguing. I love a good online argument. Whew, I'm good at them. I'm good at them. There is nothing better than winning an online argument. And I know some people in here are probably thinking, there are no winners in online arguments. That's because you've never won one. And that's loser talk, is what that is. I have people apologizing to me on Beyonce's internet. So. But I outsource my gifts as well. I outsource. If you guys ever find yourself in an online argument and you have to hold your tongue, because let's say it's like a family member or a coworker or somebody that you're trying to sell essential oils to or something, tag me in the fight. Tag me in. I am easily found on social media. I will fight with all your uncles. I don't care. Okay? In fact, if you DM me something personal about them, I'll throw that into the fight. I'll do it. I'll be like, see, a woman knows her own body and should be able to make decisions for herself. See, that's why your wife left you, Jerry. Yes. I'll let you look real spicy at Thanksgiving. Facebook is the place. So people talk so much mess about Facebook. If you want to get into an online argument, Facebook is still the best place to do it, okay? I was in, at one point, 3 different Facebook fight groups. 3 of them. They were all food-related, too. All food-related. They were all, it was too aggressive. If you guys are thinking about, let me go online and fight these, they're too aggressive. They're way too aggressive. Everyone is way too mean. Okay, so how it works is you post a picture. That's the rule. You post a picture, and then someone gets roasted, okay? Might be you, might be that nasty-ass tray of Brussels sprouts that you decided to put on the internet, but someone will get roasted, right? And we had a 3-week-long Gumbo controversy where everyone got their feelings hurt. Like, everybody. The original poster would just come up and be like, hey, I finally made my grandma's gumbo recipe. What do y'all think? And those are apparently fighting words to some people. Because they would descend onto the post and just be like, ew! That gumbo looks nasty. Yo, grandma can't cook. Grandmas are only good at food and hugs, and your grandma sucks at both. Tell that bitch she's fired, send. Rude. First comment, rude. And the original poster would come back, be like, hey man, that's out of line. I just wanted to try the recipe. My grandma died 5 years ago, calm down. The person would come back and be like, oh, your grandma died? Probably from eating that nasty ass gumbo. Super rude. Super rude. I'm convinced some of the people in the group didn't know how to cook and knew they couldn't cook, but were just there to be mean, right? Because there were so many pictures posted of just the nastiest looking food and the meanest looking words underneath, right? People would just post and be like, good morning, haters and hatresses. First of all, I just want to say I hate everybody in this group right now, okay? All 576 members of y'all. I hate y'all so much. I hope y'all have the worst day of your life today. I hope your pet runs away. I hope your spouse leaves you and they were cheating. I hope you get fired from your job in a way that you cannot claim unemployment insurance. And I hope you fall victim to a multi-level marketing scheme. I hope Mary Kay runs a train through your credit in Jesus' name today. I hope that happens to you. Second, here's a picture of some macaroni I made for my babies, Aiden, Braden, and Jaden. Bon appa, suck my titty. So rude. And people would jump right back by and be like, is your macaroni dry because your babies are cross-eyed, or are your babies cross-eyed because your macaroni's dry? But I do like the videos. I do like watching a fight video. I'm not the only one. Who here likes watching a fight video? Make some noise. Oh, yeah, shoot, Montana, you guys love that, huh? I don't like anything too extreme. Like, I don't want to be a witness. Like, I don't want to view evidence or anything. I just want a fight that reminds me why we have HR. You know? Like, yeah, there should be someone in the middle of this. But some fights have a really uplifting message, right? Like, some of them do. Like, fights in a restaurant, they've got a great uplifting message, which is, hey, pay food service workers more. Like, because that is the best example. Yes. Yes, because thank you. You are undergoing an occupational hazard of fighting hangry people. You know? Y'all saw that fight at the Waffle House, right? Where that one chick grabbed that chair out of the air? Like she was a grizzly grabbing a salmon, just That is not the first time a chair has been thrown at that girl. Her technique was good. Pay her more. But my favorite fight video that I've ever seen, my favorite one was at a McDonald's. Which one, right? It was at McDonald's, but it was like Popeye's level good, right? Like it was like a Popeye's level fight. So good. Oh my God, so good. This guy walks into a McDonald's. He wants a straw immediately, right? So much so that he grabbed the cashier by her neck, just yanked her over the counter. Yanked her right over the counter, right? But what he didn't know, here comes the uplifting part, she was a boxer on her off time. Like, that was nothing new to her. Okay, he came in for a straw, which, I mean, that energy of just yanking someone for a straw, he's probably gonna put that straw into a turtle's nose. That was the energy that I felt from him. But he came in wanting a straw, he left with a double quarter-pounder combo. Best case scenario for him, too, okay? He walked in, tried to pick a fight with somebody who works at McDonald's. Are you serious right now? Everybody who works at McDonald's can fight. Every one of them. It's on the application. They're like, we don't really serve chicken here, but can you hand out a 2-piece? Everybody there, do not get it twisted, okay? Go to McDonald's after this show and just look at all the people who can rock your shit. Who could just smoke your boots. Look at all of them and be like, ooh, braces too? Yeah, braces too. She can fight you too. All of them. There's a 78-year-old woman working at every McDonald's around the country, okay? You know her. She's got that little shuffle to her step. She has been fighting for 77 years and winning, okay? She's been kicking ass since she could stand, all right? She only's got that little shuffle to her step because she broke her foot off in someone's ass in 1981. And she just left it there. She's got another leg to kick. It is a good video. You should look it up if you haven't seen it. I even read about arguments and fights because I am an intellectual. Yes, I did not stop reading when they stopped giving us pizza. I stayed doing it. Thank you. But sometimes these online arguments, the ones that you read about, they can trick you because the headlines just want you to click, right? And I got tricked into reading one that I thought was going to be a good fight. They said that the beef between Katy Perry and Taylor Swift had escalated. Escalated beef. I was like, oh my gosh. They're two girls from good suburban homes. They both have bail money and they both know it. This fight's gonna be great, okay? That is like bust up a baby shower energy. Like that is gonna be a good fight. I clicked because I wanted to see whose house got the left eye treatment, right? That was for you, sir. Everybody else in here, go home and Google it. It's gonna be a slow burn for y'all. Google it and then email me an apology. Not paying attention to 90s news. But anyway, here's the fight. They said that Taylor Swift had an album called 1989. And then it was rumored that Katy Perry was working on a diss track called 1984. That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. No click to read more. I was so mad. So mad. I was like, this is beef. This is passive aggression. I mean, that's a white woman's fight move, but it is not beef. I was like, oh my God, beef used to be serious. Like when people said beef, it was a serious thing. Like beef used to mean that Kurt Loder had to put on pants and come deliver a somber message to the nation about how beef claimed another one. It was serious. People died of actual beef. Like Notorious B.I.G., y'all remember him? He died of beef. He must be spinning in his grave over this copycat nonsense, right? Nipsey Hussle. Like, he died of secondhand beef. He must be spinning in his grave. You know, like, Tupac Shakur must be spinning in his recliner off of the Cayman Islands where he keeps releasing those albums every other year. Out here talking about, this is beef now? I didn't have to move to Cuba? What the? I am so glad that you guys know Tupac is still alive. I was a little concerned, Montana, because sometimes crowds don't get it. They're like, what? He lives? Like our Elvis? Yeah, Tupac's still alive. He's not even trying to hide it. He was an extra in his own biopic. I was like, had a Tupac t-shirt on, dude. But that wasn't beef. That was mislabeled beef, is what that was. They should have never called it beef, but they just wanted to sound cool. And that's the problem with slang. Everybody wants to use it. Nobody wants to learn exactly how to use it because it's an actual language. It's a legitimate language with grammatical rules and everything. It used to be called Ebonics. Remember that? It's called Ebonics. They changed the name to African American Vernacular English, AAVE. Doesn't have quite the punch as Ebonics, does it? It does not. Like, Ebonics sounds like a language, right? Hooked on Ebonics. You're gonna learn something there. Yeah. AAVE, that sounds like a certification program. No, an AAVE sounds like what you need to get before you can drive an 18-wheeler. And that's the thing. Nobody wants to learn how to do it. They just want to cherry pick all of the cool words that they hear in the rap songs and then throw them into an email. So you open your inbox and you've got an email and they're saying, our marketing meeting this week is going to be off the bussin'. Liddy. And you're at your house like, did someone have a stroke? What is going on here? Did someone check on Kathy? And with the Liddy, are y'all going to burn this bitch down? What's going on here? There's a particular group of people who are responsible for the desecration of slang, right? And they are our most beloved and revered people in society. It is celebrity chefs, all right? Celebrity chefs. They are the most beloved and revered members of our society because they all say they can cook and we just believe them. We just agree. Like, none of us have ever eaten something by Gordon Ramsay, but you're like, yeah, he screams hard enough. He looks like he could cook. You know, he screams like he can cook. I guess so. No, I lost months of my life during lockdown to guys' grocery games. Yeah! Y'all are on board? Yeah, I'm bragging. I'm not mad about it. I don't care. I would watch it, and I would go to sleep watching it, and I'd wake up, and Hulu would be like, you still watching grocery games? I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm still watching grocery games. Lived my whole life that way for years. For years. But they messed up slang all the time. All the time. Somebody would make a burger, you know, for the show, and they'd eat it, and they'd be like, this is so good. Man, this burger really got some stank on it. Stank? Call the health department, sir. That is not something you want on meat. Stank? Gross. Someone would make a salad and they'd eat it. Oh, I love it. Oh man, this salad is so good. This salad is gangster. This salad has arugula in it. Arugula is very not gangster. Oh, well, this salad has cherry tomatoes in it. Not even sun-dried tomatoes from the streets. Rosy ass cherry tomatoes that definitely don't bang. I know it feels like I'm getting passionate about this, but it's because I'm a word person and words have meaning. You know, and when people decide what a word means instead of actually learning what a word means, they get mad at the wrong things. Like, it always makes me laugh when I see somebody on the news or on social media getting mad at people who are triggered. Like, they'll make little videos and they'll be like, every time I see some snowflake getting triggered, it really sets me off. You're like, sorry that snowflake triggered you, sir? Sorry. But that's not even the biggest example. The biggest example is the word woke. Everybody hates that word. Like, I felt the blood pressure in this room just raised just a little bit. Just in saying it. Like, everyone hates it. And people don't even really know what it means. Like, you watch the news and people will be like, woke culture sucks. And they'll be like, what's woke culture? And they'll be like, it sucks. I don't even know. And it's not a new word. It's not new. It's from like the 70s. It just basically means like be vigilant, pay attention. Don't fall asleep. Keep your eyes open, stay awake, you know? And that word has been co-opted by a bunch of liberals to mean, hey, you read that one book. Go ruin Thanksgiving for your family. Do it. Do it. Tear it up, Heather. Do it. Do it, girl. Do it. And then their family members, their uncles are like, well, anyone who would curse me out over a finely crafted joke I heard in the 80s is woke and must be stopped. So they go to Facebook with all caps statuses and they'll just be like, woke culture is a scourge. Pay attention, everybody. Woke culture will be the end of America as we know it. Keep your eyes open. I'm telling you the truth. It's gonna come for you, for me, for all of us. Wake up, sheeple. Wake up, sheeple. Which is the same thing as saying, stay woke. I'm just saying you are not mad at woke culture, you're mad at your niece. We're mad at her too. No one likes Heather. We're mad. She's not an ally to us. But I'm like, I like words. I'm a word kind of person, and so I try to like very deliberately, I try to deliberately choose my words. That was, I just came up here and was like, I try to deliberately choose my words. I was like, we do not believe you, you hillbilly. But I try to, it's the effort. I try to deliberately choose my words and not say things that like don't quite make sense. Like I don't ever say anything of mine as a guilty pleasure. No, because I am proud of everything that I love. You know, makes me happy, right? I'm a black woman in America. I find things that make me happy. You want me to be unhappy? That's a you problem, right? You need to examine yourself. But I'm happy about everything that I like. For example, I'm a doll collector, mostly Barbies. I make videos with them, and I watch videos of other adult doll collectors playing with their dolls. And when I tell people this about myself, I get the same reaction y'all gave me, which is judgment. Judgment. Some of y'all in the back were like, dolls? Ugh, I thought she was hot. I am. Okay. You'd hit it if I let you, but I won't, because you judgy. Yeah, I thought everyone was gonna be excited about dolls with the Barbie movie coming out. I was just like, people were mostly excited about like Pink, right? I mean, it was a nostalgia movie. Everyone is excited about the nostalgic factor of it. We liked feeling like we were back as children, you know, like that feeling of not paying bills and your parents still being together, you know, like it wasn't. One about the dolls, really. But me, I don't know why I get judged for liking dolls, because I'm the one with doll money. I've got disposable doll income. I can buy a doll at any time I want it to. You kidding me? I've got a credit card and access to an Amazon Prime. I could have a doll by the end of the show. You serious? I could really do it. I mean, you guys don't know how cool it is to go to a Target and just see a kid being bad, acting terrible, throwing stuff, yelling, just disrespecting his surroundings, right? And then finally his parent snaps and is like, Sebastian! Because it's always something stupid like that, right? Sebastian! I told you that if you were bad, you don't get a toy. And you've been bad, so no toy. And then you go and you get a toy. Just get the same thing they were looking at too. Just like, I'm glad I was good. You should work on that, Sebastian. You live rent-free in that kid's head for the rest of his life. Okay? It feels like justice. It is great. If you really want to be judged for like being a doll collector, try dating when you do that. Okay, because that is where the judgment comes. Because when I say I'm a doll collector, I don't have my dolls in cabinets. They're not like in their boxes or anything. I make dioramas for these girls, okay? My dolls are out, okay? They're living life, all right? I got dolls at brunch. I've got dolls at a town hall meeting. And they're bringing up good points. We need a stoplight at 3rd Street. Yeah, my dolls are out here living. And when a dude comes over to see that, it is terrifying, I'm sure. You know, just sees a parade of dolls that I am not trying to hide from him. It is always the same reaction. He comes in and he's like, Okay, this chick's gonna stalk me and we both know it. And he just backs up like Homer Simpson into some bushes. Just out of here. So I don't think you guys realize how many dolls I have at my place. My last count, 105 dolls in my studio apartment. 105 dolls. And you can see them all. You can see them all. None of them are hidden. You can see them all. And they can see you. It's funny, because sometimes people will think I'm childish. They're like, oh, that's too childish. You grow up. Okay, well, what's more adult that I should be doing instead of playing with dolls? Like what? Paying my taxes? Y'all sound boring. I'm not going to do that. And let me have this, you know? Let me have this. Because, like, not all nostalgic things are worth looking back on, right? Like, remember, they tricked us a lot when we were growing up. I don't know if you guys realize it. We were tricked quite a bit. Like, remember when they had us thinking that hot air balloons were going to be a bigger part of our life? Like, remember? Like, every bit of children's media had a very prominently featured hot air balloon. And we thought we were getting them, right? We thought we were getting them. We were like, all right, I'm gonna have a hot air balloon. I'm gonna fly over all this quicksand. Shoot. Man, I'm gonna go up in my hot air balloon, fly 2 blocks down to the store, go down in my hot air balloon, get a candy, and fly on back. Like, we really thought we were gonna be traveling around in a Easter basket with a party favor that we always popped. We thought that was gonna be our life. No, it wasn't. They're $100,000. I looked it up. Hot air balloons are $100,000. Who here has $100,000 earmarked for vehicle money? Who here does? Make some noise. Make it loud, because I will rob you after this show. I will do it. I feel like you can handle it. You can probably take it. But they lied to us about a bunch. Like, all of our media lied to us. The only thing that didn't lie to us when we were children was Inspector Gadget. That kept it 100 with us, right? Inspector Gadget let us know that police officers are inept. They're like, we will overfund them, okay? They're gonna have helicopters coming right out of their hats, roller skates, everything. They will not be able to solve a crime by themselves, okay? So you better hope you have a niece or a podcast, because otherwise you going to jail. All these shows tricked us. They had us rooting for the wrong people. That was the problem. We were rooting for all the wrong people. Scooby-Doo. I know everybody in this room has seen Scooby-Doo. We've seen all of Scooby-Doo's business. We've seen, like, Too Fast, Too Scooby. Scooby goes to jail. Scared Scooby. We've seen all of Scooby's business, right? Who was the Scooby Gang, really? Who was the Scooby Gang, really? A bunch of narcs is what they were. A bunch of narcs. Watch the Scooby Gang. They were a bunch of teens driving around. They were never in school. Truants. Driving around in a van. They never got hassled by a truancy officer. White kids, right? And they tried to make us think that Shaggy was a stoner. What? If Shaggy was a stoner, he wouldn't even be there. Are you kidding me? He would have never been on time for the pickup. Also, he wouldn't be solving crimes. Like, who do you know that's a stoner who's trying to get to the bottom of anything but a bag of Cheetos? Out here smoking cloves, getting people a bad name. right? They were a bunch of narcs. The Scooby Gang were a bunch of narcs. They were always trying to prosecute the pettiest of crimes. The pettiest of crimes. They didn't even have the authority to prosecute those. It was always some farmer trying to do insurance fraud or something. Which I was like, go for it, Farmer Williams. You can do it. Shoot, I'm not Geico. Do it. But no, here comes the damn Scooby Gang, ready to take you to jail just because you wanted to do ghost cosplay. Like, we're out here cheering for them, rooting for all the wrong people. I don't know if you guys remember the show Murder, She Wrote. You know, if you don't remember that show, Murder, She Wrote was a show that you could watch when you were homesick with your grandma. Right? It seemed educational enough that she let you watch it. But the main person in Murder, She Wrote was Jessica Fletcher. You know, she's an older lady who I assumed was a cop, right? Right? 'Cause those of you guys who watch, wasn't she always just wrist deep in evidence, right? Just on the other side of the police wire, just there. I was like, okay, she must be elderly division. They let her work from home, right? She gets to work remote. She's put in a lot. Now, I went on Wikipedia and I found out that Jessica Fletcher was a mystery writer and an amateur detective. And if you don't know what an amateur detective is, it's not a detective, okay? Not a freaking detective. Jessica Fletcher was just some random civilian peeking out her windows, making up mysterious stories about people. Jessica Fletcher was the original Karen, and we were all at home cheering for her. We were like, go Jessica Fletcher. Yeah, he doesn't look like he lives here. Call the cops, girl. Do it. Yep. All the wrong people were getting rooted for. All the wrong people. This one you guys are not going to like. Batman. He was the wrong person for us to be rooting for. I am sorry you got a tattoo of him. I'm sorry you got a t-shirt or whatever. Batman, no, he's a billionaire, first of all. We don't need to be cheering for anything that billionaires do. Are you kidding me? We've seen what happens when we cheer on the stupid ideas of billionaires, right? They end up wreckage trying to look at other wreckage at the bottom of the sea, or they buy and ruin Twitter in like a weekend. Like, we need to stop cheering for them. And they try to trick us with Batman. They were like, he is going into this field. He's going into some rich vigilantism because his parents were killed because of that tragedy. That's not how being a billionaire works. Are you kidding me? Billionaires do what they want when they want because they got the money for it. Are you kidding? Like, you guys remember during lockdown when Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson were just up in space one day? You just got on the internet and you're like, it was a Tuesday, no warning, they were just up there? Just sick of us? They were like, I see y'all are running out of resources. Y'all don't have toilet paper down here. I'm gonna go wipe my ass on the moon. Batman is just billionaire propaganda, is what it is. They want us to think that there's something called trickle-down justice, and there isn't. Do not be fooled. Okay? They wanted us to think that he's just jumping from building to building, risking his life for the good people of Gotham. He is not even voting in our best interests. No, if he was really here, he would just be another privileged dude who gets to be the head of something called the Justice League, despite the fact that he has a very questionable relationship with a teen. Who's Robin? Why do y'all know each other? Okay? What, y'all met on Twitch? You're a dynamic duo now? I need to see some permission slips. What is here? And I know y'all didn't like that one. I know y'all didn't like hearing that Batman is not a great person or shouldn't be cheered for. So I'll say one that hurt me to find out. Harry Potter. I don't trust him. Not at all. I don't trust him, not at all. And not just because he's a Gryffindor and I'm a Ravenclaw. Gryffindors are always just kind of awake in the book. It's like, go to sleep. There's a 3-headed dog here. What are you doing? Sneaking around. What are you doing? But I realized I couldn't trust Harry when I looked back at when he first showed up to the Hogwarts universe. And those of you guys who read the books, y'all can probably back me up. When Harry showed up there, they pulled him to the side. They were like, hey, the guy that we're all scared of in this universe is he who should not be named, all right? That's not his real name. It's not on his birth certificate. You won't find it on a license. That's just what we call him because otherwise terrible, horrible, unspeakably bad things will happen. So he who should not be named, all right, go use that in a conversation near you, Harry. And Harry's like, cool. And he went, turned the corner, and immediately started talking about Voldemort. Remember? He's the only person out there doing it, looking people right in their eye and saying it too. And that's when I was like, oh no. Harry Potter probably said nigga a lot. Like a lot. I like the idea that J.K. Rowling knew about it and was just like, one controversy at a time. That made me sad about Harry Potter. It made me sad, not mad. I always have to clarify. Because when you're a black woman, a lot of times people just like to assume you're mad about things or like put anger as an emotion on you. That's actually one of our 3 main archetypes is anger. An archetype is a stereotype that went to college. That's what that is. It's reinvented itself. Where's the beret? Calls himself Sabone. So we've got 3. Our first one is the mammy archetype. That's the caregiver archetype. And I feel like that's why a lot of my friends will fall asleep drunk in front of me, because they know I will put them in their beds, right? I will cover them up with a blanket. I'll put a piece, little thing of water there for them when they wake up. And it's not necessarily because I care. It's just, you can't die here. I can't be the last person to see you alive. That's not a good look. So stay good. So the second archetype that we have is the Jezebel archetype. That is the sexy black woman archetype. That's who I would be if I wasn't missing a damn tooth in the back. It is holding back my hotness in a very tangible way. But the third archetype, and I'm sure you guys have all heard it, is the sapphire, the angry black women archetype. And out of those 3 archetypes, the only one that hasn't been studied or researched or challenged in any way is the sapphire, the angry black women archetype. Multiple sources say that the reason for this is that people just accept it as true. People just accept that black women are mad at all times. That freaking pisses me off. Which really doesn't help, if I'm being honest. It helps nothing. Like, people just accept that black women are mad at all times. It's like, have you met white women, though? Like, have you been to a PTA meeting? Because Kathy with an I, the one who dots the I with a heart, she will jack you up off of snickerdoodles or something. She don't even care. She'll be like, Brenda, hold my tennis bracelet. I'm about to go kick 53% of her ass. I don't know why my white woman strut has a jaunty little, a Bob Fosse, spirit fingers situation. Fancy. It's fun. Like, being a black woman, though, people sometimes will stereotype you or want to put you into a box, and that will lead to uncomfortable situations, right? For example, I know what it's like to disappoint an entire room of strangers at karaoke. Okay. Let me explain. I'm from a town that does not have a lot of black people. I'm from the Bozeman of Texas, right? In fact, like, I was the only black person a lot of my friends knew, right? So when I would go in to do karaoke, I would feel the energy in the room shift, right? I would see people get excited, start like hyping each other up, like, oh no, don't get a cigarette, now the black girl's gonna sing. Yeah. Get excited and stuff. They're pulling out their phones, they think they're gonna see something. Then I do Dixie Chicks and ruin everybody's night. They're so mad, put their phones away because I made them look like a fool on Instagram Live. I'm so mad. They're like, hey, I didn't hold off on getting a drink so I could hear Ready to Run. Are you kidding? Have some respect. And next time, sing Respect. It's a good one. No, I can't get into those like old romantic love standards or whatever because like they don't really make a lot of sense to me and they don't really resonate with me, right? And I'm gonna prove my point. I'm gonna prove it through song. Y'all go ahead and give me a beat. I think that would be cool. So go ahead and. All right, y'all doing okay? A couple of y'all are off. That's fine. Look at your neighbor. Make sure y'all are clapping together, right? On the 2s and 4s. All right, feel free to sing along. If my voice cracks, that's nothing to do with my talent. That's y'all's horse environment out here. Ain't no mountain high enough. Just the ladies. Ain't no valley low enough. Just me. Ain't no river wide enough. Me again. To keep me from getting to you, babe. Hey. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I did kill that. Yes, I did great. They were haters not letting me on American Idol. I blame racism. Anyway. This is our big love song in society, but like, listen to the words. They say, ain't no mountain high enough to keep me from getting to you. What? Yes, there are. Are you kidding me? Every single mountain's high enough. And several steep hills. Those are high enough to keep us apart as well. In fact, if you're at the top of a 30-foot building and the elevator's broke, might not get to you, babe. Sorry. Ain't no river wide enough to get to you. I'm not trying to get my hair wet to get to you, sir. You don't even sound like you want me. You're running over mountains and rivers and all kinds of terrain. Jeez. And for me, it does not even sound like a love song. It sounds like a voicemail that later becomes evidence. You guys imagine like tuning into a true crime drama and seeing someone be like, Your Honor, listen to this. Ain't no mountain high enough. Keep me from getting you. And some of you guys are like, I danced to that at my wedding. Well, it's probably why you got a divorce. Anyway. You guys are so awesome for coming out. Thank you so much for coming. Maggie Maye. Y'all are fantastic. Keep cheering